Okay. Here we are. Had to get a shower and a shave in. Baby Bald this morning was just being absolutely wonderful. So not 100% about volumes. We kind of did a little test run last night with all this new stuff, but we shall see. We're just going to go with it until somebody says otherwise, because I don't know. But since the last stream, I did do some of the off-screen stuff I said I was going to do. Got it done. And this is just kind of what I did. I got some dragons. I got some golems. Or one golem, anyway. And that's about it. Oh, and I leveled up this particular group with a training session. That's about it, though. I mean, nothing fancy, nothing special. And we're probably just going to get into it, because I need to do it. And I don't... all this stuff will come back to me as I go, because it's been a while since I've actually played this game. And I'll see if I remember any of the voices, because it's been a couple of days, but after I got all this stuff set up, I started tweaking it. And if I didn't leave it alone, it would never get done. I heard that the guy named Magnus here. And I retract what I said about doing lady voices, so I'm going to just do it. No, it can't be you. You're the one. Am I correct? And you are? My troops and I have been assigned to your battalion. Effective immediately. My name is Leah Silvis. Nice to meet you.
So you're the Silvis everybody's talking about. Watch out, Magnus. She may look cute, but from what I've heard, she's quite a... let's say she's a difficult to handle.
Excuse me? Who's cute?
I hope you're not as dumb as you look.
What did you just say?
You got a problem?
For crying out loud. By the way, Magnus, why don't you give this company a name? We're now official battalion of the Southern Division. We need a name to distinguish ourselves, eh?
Oh, this is gonna be easy. The chrome domes. It's theme appropriate.
Chrome domes. Not bad at all. We must strive to do our best and be true to our name.
Everybody shave your head. As far as I know or can tell, everything's working fine, so
let's get started. In this operation, our headquarters will be the town of Baldera.
That's more of a Jean-Luc Picard thing.
Our destination is Fort Tulla, located a day northwest of headquarters. Our objective is to liberate the fort from the rebels. There are two possible routes you could take to get there. One through Mulvey and one through Kiefer. Them Sutherland boys will let you right through. According to our reconnaissance, troops were dispatched to both routes. So we should divide our troops and destroy the troops on both routes.
So this is like the first mission where alignment will really come into play, and I don't remember if it's better to just leave them if you can't liberate them, or if it's better to just capture them and take the hit. It doesn't matter. We're not shooting for a particular ending, so I'm just gonna go for it. Let the chips fall where they may.
Regroup your troops and attack Fort Tuatha with your full force. That's probably best.
And unfortunately for poor Leah, I don't really use her much at first. It's not that she's like got a bad group and she's not a bad unit herself. It's just at this point I usually am set in my ways with who I've got. But I figured I'd fucking do this impromptu as stream while Mrs. Bald, Baby Bald, and Grandma Bald, they're all out to breakfast and shopping, so we're just gonna dispatch everyone. I actually want our dragons to do some work, so nope. Leo and Mario will hold down the fort. Dio's gonna go left. Like I said, this one, the alignment kind of matters, if I remember right. Yeah, morale's only 28. There's no chance in hell that I am going to liberate that with anybody. Same with Bulam. But I could defeat the units, I guess. And then we're gonna send Bald. Up that way, because it's more neutral. And Karnat, they say it leans more neutral, well, on the chaotic side of neutral. And Silky. Silky's actually our high alignment unit right now, so. Pretty straightforward mission, small little map. Nothing fancy, nothing special. We're gonna attack leader. Can't actually attack the leader, but well, anyways, it's been a pretty good Friday morning so far. Outside of the wee one being a bit of a pill, which I don't know why. She's just having a I'm gonna be a grumpy baby day. It happens. Po Putty's nerfed. Nigel became a fighter. Nice. I still haven't totally figured out my unit configurations yet, like who I want what to be, except for like one for sure. Well, this new headset fits well. Pretty comfortable. So that's a plus. Yeah, there's no chance in hell we're going to liberate that. We're just going to end up capturing it, and that's fine. We'll have to make up for it later. I got to do some more stuff in between once we get the right maps to do some alignment adjusting. And the best way, and if I remember right, is to actually do neutral encounters. And so like if you fight a gremlin, you'll get alignment up, and if you fight like a fairy, you'll get alignment down. I'm probably not playing this like totally perfect or whatever, and that's okay. It's been years since I played this. Still a favorite though, and I played it a lot. I think I've only finished it like 3 times though. I don't know, my capture seems to be coming in good. Hey, we liberated it. That's actually badass. I don't know, according to my sources, my stream's not working right, but as far as I can tell, everything's normal. I hope it's working right, because I'd have to restart this damn mission. I guess I could always look on my phone. I hate doing that, but... Okay, Silky, do some work. While you track those animals down. Okay. Hunt them down. And this will be pretty typical throughout the maps. Like, here's the downside to live streaming versus recording, is that I could just cut this stuff in a recording, which I could do for the VODs or whatever, but looks like we got stuff to make clerics. We're gonna buy some of that, stuff to make sorceresses, which is nice, and all that. I'm just gonna buy one of everything, even though we have some. I'm just gonna have it. Huh, I wonder where Falcor is. but since my Valkyrie's in the back row, she's gonna act as like a mage, sort of. Ooh, that was good. So his dragon's like the one step up dragon. They're elemental dragons on the second phase, which is cool. Dragons become some of the best units in the whole game. That's why I wanted a couple. And we're just gonna have Silky kick the crap out of this guy. Just gonna lose alignment, but that's, again, fine. Whatever. If we get, like, the totally neutral ending, I don't care. Which is several sessions, several hours, several days, several weeks away, so... And I'm not gonna just play this either. I got this all set up to look good and all that stuff, but I tested, like, Stardew Valley, so maybe someday we'll do, like, a fucking cozy-ass Sunday stream or something where you could just read a book while listening to me ramble on. You know, chop wood and grow corn. It's always thrilling. Pretty easy victory there. I guess I'll have to check from my phone, I don't know. No, it's coming through fine. My, technical editor, which is just Mrs. Bald sitting at breakfast watching. She doesn't have to, by the way, but... It's the only person I have that's I can bounce stuff off of at the moment. I probably just made a dire mistake. Might be able to correct it though. And you can pause the field anytime during the battle, so you can make adjustments, things like that. Like a real-time strategy. Get the stuff to get Valkyries. Don't... Nope, I'm too late. Damn it. We will lose some Chaos Frame stuff for that, but that's alright. Again, not shooting for perfection here. Liberated, so I don't think we lost points, so... Sorry, doing some quick adjustments there. Again, not 100% on how it works anymore. But... really love the music in this game. Everything about this game is pretty good. It's not perfect, but... So that little bugger is a gremlin, and they have status effects type attacks that'll bring your attack down. Overall, fairly useless unit. They do have a benefit, like if they're in the back row, they have an attack that could put things to sleep, and sleep is pretty good.
Don't think you can keep us down. We will not succumb for our kingdom, for our freedom.
Okay. Another thing that'll shift our alignments better is once I get more classes unlocked. Like Dio here, his troops will become berserkers, and his Amazon will become most likely a sorceress. That way, and then we'll attack nothing but high alignment units, and you'll just see that scale drop. But early on, it's really, really, really difficult to even maintain a certain alignment. That's why I was surprised we even liberated that one city, but it's also super forgiving at the beginning. Come on, Dio. You know, getting used to this is getting easier and easier, but the whole off-screen stuff, that's getting hard, because I use my free time, you know, to do the live stream stuff, but then I need free time to do the, like, off-screen grinding or whatever. Which, now that the sun's coming out, I'm going to have to do some lawn work. I need to exercise badly. I was going to go hiking, not really hiking, but jaunt to the park the other day, and it just kept raining and raining and raining and raining and raining. And then it got colder and colder and colder. We're also getting the stuff for dragon tamers, which is kind of nice. Let him rest just a little bit, and we're gonna head up the mountain and defeat those fudgers. That's the other thing that this live streaming stuff is gonna help me with, is not cursing. I have a foul fucking mouth. I'm trying to keep it clean for the most part, but it's actually for my child's benefit. I don't want her to grow up to be a little gutter mouth, but I grew up to be a little gutter mouth, even though my parents told me that cursing's bad and wrong and all that stuff. It's bad wrong. It's badong, really. Okay, we're on the hunt now. Captured. See, that one was a capture, and if you look at the stats, like 22. morale and 28 morale. It's like literally a couple of points difference between capture and liberation. And it's like a somewhat large separation, so like even if it's very chaotic, you could still have like 19 points in your favor or whatever. I don't know the best way to describe it, but and typically the gremlins will give you trouble on these because they're just really hard to hit. And as I said before, I'm not going to beat this game to death. There's going to be others, but I haven't decided what. I think maybe one of these days, maybe tomorrow, if I do find time. It is a special day tomorrow, though. Donkey Kong Country might be on that list, because that's another one of those games I'm actually pretty dang good at. Enough to be entertaining, but not good enough to where I won't fail at everything or whatever. But so far, so good. I'm enjoying this. This is a good way to spend my time, honestly. Like, after I had some other issues sorted out. Effeminate. Lawful. Let's send Dio after him. Let him rest a little bit. No, he's good. Go after that enemy stronghold. But I'd love to do Donkey Kong Country. I absolutely love that game. It's not even the best one. That's Donkey Kong Country 2. Everybody knows that. But which I'm actually also pretty good at. Not super great in the later levels, but... The other one I wanted to do is I started playing it this morning again for the first time. It's like crack. Was Vampire Survivors. That'd be fun.
I'm glad that you could join us on this special day. I believe you belong to the Southern Division. We were brought together by Sir Frederick Raskin to guide this kingdom in the right direction. From this day on, we'll be known as the Palatinian Revolutionary Army.
Revolutionary Army?
That is correct. The time is over for the royal family, nobles, and the upper class to live comfortably. It is now our turn.
So you resort to violence? You involve innocent people in your dispute? Don't you think there are more peaceful approaches?
It is for the revolution. Sacrifices must be made. Besides, no person is unaffected. They just feign ignorance. My apologies for wasting precious time. Now, would you mind if I kill you?
No. Gonna be an auto loss. Didn't manage to wipe out the leader. See, her troop, her unit is a good example of a well set up group. Archers in the back, fighters in the front, so you get 2 attacks for each. And just to be safe, I am... Oh, I never put any items on him. Never mind. I was going to use a heal leaf. Can't heal if you don't have it. It's my turn? Alright, let's do this. Better hit her, Dio. There we go.
You have a pure, noble heart. Be careful. Do not be discouraged. Be true to your heart.
And our reward is some money, some soldiers, and a Belder Spear. Nice. Yeah, the only other painful part about this right now is just waiting for people to show up to make sure everything's working right. And I know I'm probably approaching this in the most bonehead way, but I'm doing what I do. It's very guerrilla. Oh, I haven't been reading. Oh, shit.
In both cases, we're going alone. Everyone else has their hands full. Huh? What's the matter, Magnus?
They fought the Revolutionary Army because they were dissatisfied with their treatment, right? Is their discontent, is their anger that strong? So strong that they risk their own lives?
That's how revolutions start, dummy. To tell the truth, I believe so. I knew they weren't satisfied with their current status, but I didn't expect that it would turn out like this.
Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses.
And we have our first forking path. Now, this one, I think this one, if you go to the wrong one first, it closes that path off, if I remember right. But I don't fully remember. But we're gonna take a look here and see if we can't get some new troops. Change some classes up in this hizzy. So nothing there. They need to level up a bit. Yeah, it looks like we need to do some training, which training, it costs money to do. So we do have witches unlocked, we have dragon tamers unlocked. Because I would like for her to become a dragon tamer. It would help out immensely. But for now, we gotta do some training. Again, Magnus's group, not gonna worry about it. We'll have all that by next battle. What we could also do is check what's in this region, because if we have hellhounds, that would be awesome. Which I will not do on screen so it doesn't bore you. Sometimes it takes upwards to an hour to get what you want, and it sucks. It's one of the biggest bullshit moments of this game, is just getting neutral units.
The townspeople have informed us that hellhounds and griffins inhabit this area. They have special abilities. If you tame them, they'll be a powerful force to you.
So if you want a high alignment, get the griffins. If you want a low alignment, get the hellhounds. Hellhounds with a beast tamer are absolutely wrecking machines, like, especially early on. They're one of the few units that get 3 attacks in the front row, and it's just good. But I'm not going to do that. Not on screen anyway. So we are going to trade up Bald. This could be bad. This is actually really bad. This is not good. We're gonna turn battle animations off on this, but we are gonna lose. I would be damn surprised if we win. That's a whole troop of advanced units. I've never seen that this early. Yeah, we are done for. But the only thing you lose if you lose training is money, which is bad, but not that steep of a penalty to pay. Gee, you think? They didn't even kiss me first. So let's back that off a little bit and train here instead. That was miserable. That's a little better. But this is all how training works, and it's just for gaining levels. You cannot advance classes, like you can't turn a dragon from their base form to a new form by training. But it helps towards that, because they have to be in an actual battle to gain the experience to level up. Same with soldiers. They don't get soldier experience doing this. And you can easily go broke doing this too much. But some units you want over-leveled, like Dio's unit I definitely want like 2-3 levels ahead of the enemy at all times so they could be low alignment. Hey, 3 views, I'll take it. Whoever's listening and whatever, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, we kind of want Bald's unit to gain 1 level, I think, will be enough. She needs 2. Not gonna worry about Magnus. We have 5,000 bucks. Just gonna train for a little bit, and we'll probably do like 1 more map on this particular stream, because I'll have to help bring groceries in. Again, I have a full day as well. Excuse me. I had turkey chili for breakfast. A little burpy. I do have to exercise. I got to take care of baby Bald. See, dinner tonight, Sloppy Joe's, so that's not a big deal. I gotta get my mower out and start it up just to make sure it's still running, but it's still too wet to mow. It's like a monsoon out there. I do gotta say, and I am patting myself on the back for figuring this stuff out, because I've been out of the loop with technological stuff for a while. I got this looking pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. And as you notice, the more you train, the more the price goes up. Higher the level, higher the price. And to get some of the Pedras, whatever they're called, you have to do a specific training mission. I'm wondering... No, there wasn't a dragon present, but if there's a high-level dragon present, odds are you will get a Pedra for your effort. Nice. So we do have Beast Tamers unlocked, which is great. We're gonna change you into a knight. And we have Berserkers unlocked now too, which is also good for Dio's group. They're good for now. We want to bring Dio's group up a little bit, I think. Yep, just a tish. I think 1 level, maybe 2. Hey, Samus. She might be ready, so let's see. We have to dissolve the unit to change their class, though. So if the leader can't be changed while they're in a group. No, we don't want to form unit. We want to change class. We want Silky, and we want Dragon Tamer. Perfect. Oh no, they can't be a Valkyrie. Darn. This will help dragons grow faster, which is what we want, because dragon units are just absolute wrecking machines, especially late in the game. Oof. Even mid-game, I think. And usually, like, it doesn't even matter, like, element of the dragons, they all get this absolutely stupid powerful attack from the back row. Now, golems, they're not as useful to me. I think they're good units, I just don't think they're as useful. And so I think we're actually going to dissolve this unit and turn Mario into a Beast Tamer. And get some Hellhounds going later. So we got some Knights. We need to train Dio. No, not area investigation training. Dio. One of my favorite movie quotes right there. Any idiot can calculate strength. Sometimes you have to calculate what you can't see. I'm gonna grab water while this little battle plays out, though. Alright, perfect timing, but I didn't see if they gained any levels, so probably not, but... Nope. Well, no, they did. See if it was enough. It was not. One more level, and then they can become berserkers. She is going to be a sorceress when it unlocks. Oof. Well, let's see if we could turn Mario into a Beast Tamer while we're at it. Get them Hellhounds going. Oh, whoops. A lot of micromanaging, and I kind of like that. Like, I don't know, there's something special about this game. Again, it's probably because I have a fair amount of rose-tinted glasses for it. Because I played it a lot in my youth, because we rented it a lot. Me and my buddy would go down to, you know, the Blockbuster. I think at the time it wasn't even a Blockbuster yet, but we would go to the local video store, and we would rent this. But one day my dad actually surprised me with it, so we got one level for him before we can be a Beast Tamer. The story is, it's funny because my dad I kind of want to save these stories for when, you know, people actually show up, but at the same time I can retell them, I guess. But my dad, one day, like, me and my buddy were just hanging out. It was in the fall, so yeah, it had to have been, you know, after school or a weekend or something. My buddy was over, and he would come over almost every freaking weekend, and we'd play games or whatever. A lot of times we spent time outside, but we played video games too. And I had rented this one a couple of times, and we both loved it. Well, my dad one day comes home, being the smart ass that he is. He's all like, I got something stuck in my pants or something along those lines, and he had this fucking garbage or this fucking grocery bag sticking out of the front of his pants, and he fucking just fucking pulls it out and throws it at me, of course, you know, being gross. And we're like, oh, you know, and he, you know, he's like, yeah, you're gonna ignore that here in a second. And I saw through the Walmart bag, and my dad had gotten us Ogre Battle, and that box was sitting there. I still have the cartridge. I mean, I'm totally playing a legitimate Nintendo 64 right now. And that's all we did that weekend, was play this. I didn't know shit about the game at the time, but we're gonna train up Dio here. I suppose I could be training while that's going on, but wrong thing. They're gonna have to do it twice, I think, maybe 3 times, depending. But we want Berserkers, and then we want Dio to fight all the high alignment units. You know, clerics, paladins, knights, Valkyries, things like that, so his alignment drops drastically and sharply. This is about the time of the game. A couple missions in, you'll start needing to do it more and more if you're striving for a certain ending. Yeah, we'll have to do it 1 or 2 more times for Dio. If I could rename him, I would. I'd name him Hank, but I cannot rename him. Probably run out of money before we're done with this, but whatever. Whatever, we'll just sell another baseball card. Yep, 1 more time. You know, come to think of it, it's probably by design that some of these classes unlock at later levels like that, because you need to be like a higher level to make alignment fall. If that's the case and that's intentional, that's pretty good design, actually. It's just not explained very well. A lot of games like this have that, you know, hidden stat stuff going on. It's not going to tell you about it. It's not going to let you know it's a thing, but it's there. that's unfortunate. The archer's been powered up so much that our dudes can't even hit it. There we go. Now it should be easy from there, but one of our guys isn't going to get the experience they need. That's okay, they'll get it in the field. Makes the experience a little off kilter, but who cares? My dog. Oh, they didn't even get enough to... They didn't be level 7, so... No. My dog must have been one of the ones that got killed. Yeah, no. One more level. That's alright, we got one Berserker, and then we need to level up Mario a bit. More like a golem battle, am I right? Stupid. Yeah, the first time I played through this game, it was funny because I only ever used Magnus's party. I didn't know anything about the alignments. I didn't know anything about, like, he was high alignment. I didn't know about capture versus liberation. I just used that one party over and over again, I remember. And let's just say it was kind of stupid. But I accomplished a challenge while doing it, the one party challenge. Made every wrong decision. Okay. Now we can change Mario into a beast tamer, and when we get some hellhounds, he's going to be awesome. That's okay, those golems are not going to go to waste. But for now, we'll stick him with the golems, and in between streams and stuff, I'll get us some hellhounds and whatnot. Because again, I'm not gonna bore. You're already bored watching the training. You're already bored watching. Well, I hope you're not bored watching the game because it's good. Alright. I think it's enough training for now. Move on to Milesia. The path diverges. Little flashback scene for you there. Stab. Dead. Magnus. Are you okay, Magnus?
You murderer! I was always suspicious. Get out, you! Why do you keep quiet? Why don't you tell them the truth? Aren't you mad at them? Wake up! We don't have time for daydreaming. I will now start the briefing, understood? Our objective is to escort Prince Yumil and his party through this area to reach the western regions safely. The Revolutionary Army seized this opportunity and took over the castle held by the Western Division. Therefore, our goal is to defeat the Revolutionary Army residing in the area and regain control of the castle.
I'm just gonna lean into that, Sean Connery.
Now take a look at this. Let's get started. For this operation, our headquarters will be Castle Dunkweld. Our objective will be Castle Burgund, located a day and a half west. We must escort Prince Yumil and liberate Castle Burgund to secure a path to witness. Prince Yumil's units will wander a bit before heading to Burgund, so watch out for him. This area is very wide, so you'll spend lots of time marching. Don't let your men get too tired. We've acquired a little information. The enemy has received reinforcements, but they seem poorly organized. Don't get caught off guard. Stay focused on your objective. Keep in mind, the longer the battle, the more casualties will suffer.
So this particular mission is one of the first, like, somewhat timed ones. You have no control over Yumil's party. So you have to kind of pause, plan your attack, and go from there.
Well, Magnus, do you want to pay a visit to the prince?
Since this is an escort mission, it's necessary for us to go first and take care of any problems. There's not much time left. I'll pay a visit to the prince after the mission has been accomplished.
Prince Yumil wanted to see you, but if you say so, well then, shall we go? I'll be waiting outside.
Magnus! Hey, Magnus, wait! Tell me who you really are. How you related to that prince guy?
Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses. He's a childhood friend.
Childhood friend? Boggle! Hey, come back here, Magnus! I'm not done with you, damn it! Bobby?
So you don't have to babysit Yumil's group very much. Yeah, and I'll show you why. Well, we're gonna pause. So we got this first Tolbuck 31. We could send just about anybody, but we'll send Dio ahead. Just dispatch everybody. So Yumil's group, you don't have to really babysit per se, because he's got 4 over-level Black Knights with him. It's and they get 2 attacks on the second and first row, and then the back row gets a magical attack. Not a strong one, but still. So we're gonna look. We'll send Dio that way. And then we are going to take Silky. We are gonna move her down and around this neutral place. And then to this stronghold. Followed up by Magnus. Down here. Holly's gonna play follow the leader. Down and around. And then we gotta send someone up here. We'll send Bald that way. By a stronghold, they'll be following roads, so they shouldn't get tired too quickly. But you do have to watch stamina in this one, because it could bite you in the butt. We do have some power fruits. I don't know, it's enough. And then that leaves Leah. Okay, let's do it. So he has 2 Hawkmen with him, or neutral. We'll have Magnus attack these fellas. Have Dio hold back for just a minute. Unit cleanup in this map can be a little tricky because Yumel's party moves on its own, and you don't have all the time in the world, so sometimes it's best to just act. Oh, we want animations on for our awesome battles. How? Once we get a cleric in this party, it won't be so bad, in terms of damage anyway. I accept your challenge. That was rougher than I thought it was going to be. Well, I mean, not that bad, but... We're ready to attack. So we're on attack leader. At this point, Bald's unit is kind of a wrecking ball because of their knights. We'll have to do some unit feng shuiing too later. Kill that fudging Hawkman, please. Thank you. That's what I like to see. There we go. Alignment up for Magnus's unit is his probably going to be high alignment because I usually turn his dudes into knights and paladins and clerics and whatnot, so that won't be an issue. And then we have to plant. Don't you dare. Holly, don't you dare. Liberation. Rest up a second. We're gonna need Bald to go that way, actually. Or no, Magnus will go that way. Have Bald go that way. Don't do it, Silky. Don't want them to accidentally capture that location. Okay, Silky. There we go. Back on track. Since there's a fairy in that group, we'll have Dio attack. Archers tend to be high-ish alignment, but they also have a knight with them, so we'll take it. Okay. Spinning attack from that Berserker just reminds me, first time me and my buddy James played Fallout 2, he made a character and he got to New Reno. And he got to New Reno and he became a boxer. He named his character, even though his character's name was Jimbo, he named his boxing name was Spinning Jenny. That was absolutely hilarious. Then again, I'm pretty juvenile for my age anyway.
Spellbook was found.
Just keeping an eye on my phone because when the ladies get home, I'm gonna have to help them bring in groceries, let the dogs out, all that stuff. So that's probably when I'll end it. But I want to get through this map first. Should have enough time, I hope, for all one person that's watching, which is probably me. I don't know. I forget that dragon tamers do have high agility too. Gonna do a field pause. I gotta pee real quick. Alright, I'm back, and I don't know how well it works, but I really I love this new microphone, because once I fold it up, it auto-mutes, which is great, especially if I you know, need to use the restroom or something. You don't have to sit there and listen to the background noise or whatever. That's fine. Yeah, the dragons are going to do all the heavy lifting in this group because they get a buff for having a dragon tamer, so they do slightly more damage. And once they change into better dragons, we'll do a formation change to where one does a breath attack and the other does melee attacks. And they're both water elemental, though. I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, we can always get black dragons later and they become Tiamats, which is, they're pretty badass. Gotta let the dogs back in once. Okay. Just had to let them back in. They're good boys. I have good boys for dogs. But, yeah, every third dragon evolution change, class change, however you want to word it, they're all good. There, and this is our first, like, technically hidden character. There's quite a few of them in this game, actually, and a lot of them depend on your chaos frame too. I don't know a good voice for this guy. He's kind of a young dude, but I'll just do it like a hey, yo, I watched you fight those guys. Wow, you're so strong. Can I go with you? Come on, please. I want to become strong, just like you. And you can tell them no, but you kind of... What's your name? My name's Troy, and I'm from Elgoria. Please, I'll do my best. Okay. No reason not to, and that's why I said those golems aren't going to go to waste. Troy's going to be in the golem troop because the high defense group, they'll be like a stone wall. Good for defending. Another liberation. There, that's going to be a lot easier to deal with now. Bald's group's probably going to sit the next map out if I remember, because I don't know when the next time I'll be playing, but let's see what we got for sale here too. Ooh, that could be good. Stuff for knights, but stuff for archers, which are the improved Amazon. Knights we already had unlocked. We had that unlocked from the beginning from our questionnaire answers. Let them rest a minute. Let Dio keep chasing those guys. Silky rest for just a minute. We want to stay ahead of Yumel's group. You want to be an experience hog at every opportunity so you don't have to pay for training. Again, money's finite, because there's a finite number of items that you can sell and gain. and a finite number of amount of money you can get for battling alone. Just keep chasing him, Dio. And then we're gonna have Holly. Go after them. Silky. Move up. Bald finish him off. I need to remember to give Dio's group some items, too. Now, if I remember right, poison actually doesn't do the traditional damage over time poison that you get in most RPGs. I believe it's just a stat debuff. Eva, Wally, Eva. Well, that sucks. Leaderless now, so that's something. Yeah, the talking's coming more naturally. It would be nice if I had someone to bounce stuff off of, though. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. Because as far as this stuff goes right now, I'm just a hobbyist. That's it. Actually, no. We want them to use a power fruit just to keep them going. So we can stay ahead of Yumel's group. Which they're going to take breaks too. Really? 2 in a row? I mean, at the very least, I got the stream looking nice, sounding good. I think. I can't hear anything except for the game itself, but... Then we're gonna just have Dio take that stronghold, I think. Or no. Heal Seed. There we go. Lime it down. That's what we want to see. Yeah. Everyone's got nice dragons except us. Yes. Do some quick arrangement there. I mean, what good are items if you don't use them, right? And then formation. Move you to the back. And then our soldiers will be Operation Nuclear Whipping Boy. You know, this would probably go a lot smoother if I did just start a social media account of some kind. Maybe TikTok? I'm not the biggest fan of TikTok, but... A wild fairy, what should we do? Welcome to the battalion. Fairies, just like goblins, are fairly useless units. They can buff your party, but it takes up a unit slot. And in the back row, they can use Magic Missile, which is also meh. We got side attacked, but that's alright. And at the very least, you know, the VOD will go up so I can post it places. People can watch it if they want. I'm not going to put a gun to your head. I'm just having fun. Honestly, it's turning out to be a great way to recharge my batteries, which is odd for me because public speaking usually does the opposite. Again, some engagement will help when the time comes. Some healing. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, we could always just wait for Yumel's group to catch up to them and kick their asses, but I want the experience, so... There we go. Now Dio's unit can heal up a little. I don't know. These new headphones are awesome, but they kind of feels like I'm talking underwater, or like my nose is plugged. Oops, just checking in on the girls there. They kind of do a weekly shopping trip, girls' day out type of thing. We did daddy-daughter day yesterday. Which, you know, when you're a parent, that's every day, but especially a baby. Yeah, we're good. Just double checking the morale. Catch them with their pants down while they're sleeping. See, now that that dragon's at the back, he'll have a breath attack. Wah. Nice. Couple more levels, I think, and they'll, become water dragons, I believe. The fairy death sound is so pathetic, part of me feels bad. The other part of me thinks it's hilarious. Doing pretty good on the liberation stuff. I think since Yumel's party liberated that one, I don't think we get credit for that. I might. I don't know. Because the stat's invisible, I can't tell you. It wasn't invisible in March of the Black Queen, but it's invisible in this one for some reason. Boom. Actually doing a pretty good job on unit cleanup too, so that's something. See, shit like this, that's how you know there's probably something hidden there. Why put a bridge if there's gonna be nothing? Huh, I've been live for almost 2 hours, sort of. It's a first for me.
Welcome to your doom, my reckless prince. For the future of this kingdom, for the revolution, and for the people. Die!
Why resort to violence? There must be a peaceful solution.
Peaceful solution, my ass. Who resorted to violence in the first place? Are you telling me that what you've done to us was peaceful? Bah!
Are you saying it's our fault?
You understand nothing. What do you think you're doing to the king and his nobles? Those who think of only themselves can be called upper class? Are you worthy of being called noble? The only way for you to become truly noble is to sacrifice your life for us.
You don't, like I said, you don't need to worry about Yumel's group too much because they're pretty damn hardy, Black Knights are. But the shitty part is you can only get a finite number of those throughout the game. So if you want like a chaotic group of Black Knights, I think the max is 3. Then we get another cutscene because this is not his prince's unit this time.
I heard you're pretty tough, but I can't let you through. We'll just kill the prince right here. This will be a significant step forward for the revolution.
You call that a step forward? You expect people to accept such a brutal act?
I have absolutely no idea how we feel. All we have is anger, hatred, suffering. That's what pushed us to our feet. We don't need acceptance, just those willing to fight for us.
Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses.
What's the matter? Lost your nerve? See for yourself what pursuing your ideals can do. Prepare!
Okay.
Ow.
I love those nice, chunky knight slash sounds.
Am I going to die here without exacting revenge? I couldn't even kill a prince? What a shame.
And we have achieved victory.
I actually did pretty good on that. I usually fumble worse on this particular mission because I'm always trying to race the clock, get unit cleanup done, liberate this, blah blah blah. Did pretty well actually.
I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me, Magnus, I suppose.
I'm glad you're unharmed, my lord.
You don't treat me the way you did when we were young.
Ellipses, ellipses, ellipses.
Why? Why did you enlist in the Southern Division? With your skills, you could have easily accepted by the Central Division as an officer. Why didn't you come back after graduating from the military academy? Why?
I wanted to see the world with my own eyes. I wanted to know myself, Wheel. I was tired of the life in the Central region. Environment I was in. Nothing more.
Magnus, why don't you come with me?
May I ask what you mean by that?
I thought I knew my kingdom, and how the people felt. Even though they were strict with me, I thought my father and my brother ruled the land with dignity. I didn't imagine that people were treated so cruelly. I didn't know how much they hated me and the nobles. I want power! The power to change the kingdom. Magnus, lend me your strength.
My lord, what can you do?
Magnus,
What could you have done at the mine? Yumo, tell me what you could have done. We could have done. We couldn't have done anything. I don't know what's right or wrong anymore. Yumo, ellipses, I have no clue what I want to do. What should I do?
I don't know, join the fucking army or something.
I don't even know if I should go with you if your beliefs are right.
Maybe I can't do anything. Maybe I'm completely wrong. I may be powerless right now, but I will change this kingdom. I will change this kingdom, the entire world. I will do it even if I'll be called a traitor, even if I have to fight against my father and brother. I will do anything to bring peace. Not only to this kingdom, but to all the people of the world. When that time comes, Magnus, I want you to be by my side. I want you to be my knight.
Yumo.
I think that's where we're going to call it for now. I mean, I'm going to keep doing these pretty sporadically for a while, at least until I get stuff a little more concrete, more people in, any people in, really. Not that big of a deal. People do what they want to do, and YouTube being YouTube, you know, they can just decide one day that I'll be featured, and then I'll explode, and then blah, 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 but I highly doubt it, and that's okay. It's mostly just a, you know, an experiment for me. But we did unlock some stuff in between. We got sorceresses, which is nice. Clerics, which is nice. But I'm gonna do some off-screen stuff. I just gotta start taking notes, actually. I have my notebook here. Start taking notes, so I know what to do in between. You're not bored watching stupid shit all the time, and you can just listen to me ramble on. And again, I want to do something cozy. I want to do something fun. I think, you know, I could really make a go of this. For the funsies. For tellols. That's one note right there. Get doggos. Because our beast tamer is going to be a wrecking machine just like our dragon tamer. Well, all of them are going to become wrecking machines at some point. But we're also going to change Magnus's dudes into knights at some point. He's going to be a super high alignment group. It's going to be good. Dio's group's going to be super low alignment if I can manage it, which I should be able to pretty easily. And, you know, if we have anybody join, next subscriber, they get to name their unit. Yeah, after themselves. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'll put that in the notes, too. There we go. Get people to join. That's a big one. It's a huge one, really. But in the meantime, I'm going to call it there. Have a good Friday. I might do more later. It all depends on baby and all that stuff and what the missus is up to. Because I got to respect her time as much as she's respecting my time. So, you all chillax and have a good Friday. And come join the Chrome Dome Army. I'll see you later.